How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 11 Bowhunter. So I think this is episode 13, I believe, and this episode is going to be a little different. We're in a completely new area. Well, new this year. I've hunted out here before. This is a very large tract of public land, and that's kind of my whole thing this year. Oh, I'm trying to get my lighting right. There we go. Is trying to relate to the common guy, you know, like me and like 90-something% of the hunting community. Is we all can't afford thousands of acres and manage deer farms and shoot 200+ inch deer every year. We go out to public ground. We deal with anything and everything out there, like emus and dogs and people and just overall shenanigans at public land. So the area I was hunting really wasn't producing the way I thought it would, which is fine. We just kind of have to make a late October change, and we came out to a big piece of public ground, and the odds of you seeing another hunter or dogs or something out here is slim to none. So what we're doing is we're going to do a little bit of a midday scouting trip. It's probably noon. It's October, what day is it? October 25th. Like a week before the rut's starting to kick off. We're in the pre-rut now. So I'm gonna slip in here. I got some information from my cousin who's been out here a few times. He normally hunts his farm, but he likes to come down to private ground every once in a while just to kind of check it out and, you know, get back to his roots of hunting public land with me growing up. So he gave me a couple areas to go check out, and that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna take you guys along with, and we're gonna see what we can't find. And if you guys recognize any of the public ground I hunt, congratulations, I'm proud of you. You have a keen eye. But the time frame that this video comes out is probably gonna be like a month from now, or maybe longer. Might drop 3 episodes a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So 3, yeah, it'd probably be like a month and a half. So we'd probably be into December before you guys see this part. But so what I show you may not relate to next year if you guys recognize where I'm at. So I'm not too worried about showing you guys what I'm looking for or anything like that. But I'm not gonna give you guys names of where I'm at, but if you recognize it, congratulations. So I'm gonna shut up. I got about 1.5 miles-ish walk ahead of me, and I'll just kind of do a little bit of filming as I go back, and we'll see what we can find back here. So as I crossed a creek that actually has a thing built over it now. It's got a tube. I can't think of the name of it right now because I'm brain dead. And a bunch of gravel made that creek crossing very easy. We got, looks like a tilled over bean field with corn stubble in it. We got one on the other side as well because there's this little creek line that runs, and you got the trail that runs right to the middle of them. We got beans on that side, good beans on this side. I think that's kind of all of the fields that are back in this area are bean. It's a good sign. I'm like half mile back. I got like another mile to go before I reach my destination of where I know these deer are running. Well, heard about these deer running. So as I find more stuff, I'll flip the camera on. So made it to this spot. We're gonna cut up here, up into the woods. We're gonna try to make it to this ridge top. So what I'm thinking, they got all this bean, they got water, because there's a creek running on the back side of this bean field. So they got their food, their water. That's all kind of like a thicket, so that's bedding as well. But then we got the ridge tops. From what I was told by my cousin, there's white oak. So we're gonna head up to the ridge top and we're gonna see what we can't find up there. I've got about a 10 pack of these HME trail marker tags that I'm gonna be using. because when I come back in here at like 4:30 in the morning, I'm not going to know where the hell I'm at. So these trail markers are going to be key to me. So we're going to go up in, find our spot, and then we're going to mark our trail coming out, and then walk back. So it's a really easy walk, actually, coming all the way back here, but it's there's very little elevation change, but it's just a long distance, which is fine because, you know, I did long distance for how many years in the military. So we're going to cut up into here. We're going to see what we can't find, because we got a good deer trail right here coming out. So we're basically going to head straight up this deer trail and see, get to the top of the ridge. We'll just move through real quietly, stop, look, listen. All my military guys, you guys know that. Take a knee, look, listen. Yeah, a tactical pause, if you will. So I'm gonna get up into these woods, and hopefully I can get some footage of some deer. And as I find sign up through here, I'll show you guys on the camera. We're gonna slip up in here and hopefully find something. It rained last night into today, so the woods should be relatively quiet, which is nice. Won't be all crunchy walking through here. That's one reason why I picked today. Said it's gonna be nice and quiet. So I will see you guys shortly. So I probably made it up, I don't know, 60 yards. There's one hell of a deer trail right here. Super heavy, that goes up the ridge, kind of skirts along the ridge and comes up. So that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. Thought about actually getting on this deer trail and following it up, but we're gonna shoot straight for the top of the ridge. We're just gonna beeline it up. But hopefully I cross more trails as I come up and figure where these deer are traveling. So we're about halfway up this hill and found a big drainage. Almost looks like a deer trail that goes all the way out to the field. So I bet you that you can get up and travel straight up this ridge unopposed. It's the easiest path for them to take. So I might end up cutting right and following this thing up, because that seems like it's a pretty good solid straight shot up the ridge line, or up the ridge. So we're gonna head up this way and see if we can't find a nice spot. There's little bugs. So I made it to where that ridge kind of plateaus, following that like drainage up, or that really nice deer trail. I don't know, equestrian trail? I don't know. But we're gonna shoot almost northwest. We're gonna drop through this valley, come back up to the other ridge top, and we're gonna look around up there. It's right off of another bean field, so they can go bean field, timber, bedding area, bean field, water, bean field to the timber, up to the bedding, or up to the bedding area, back out to bean fields. That's the plan. So I'm working my way through this timber. We're gonna try to figure out where we're at, what we got going on. So I made it down into the bottom of this valley. There's a nice creek line down here. Like the side I came down's all nice and gradual, but as soon as you hit the other side, that goes whoop, straight up to a flat. That's where I'm heading, is up there. I'm just gonna have to find a better route to get down out of here, because I ain't stomping through the woods like that if I come in here to hunt, because I'm gonna get lost. And I've only got 10 of these trail tags, so. And I have terrible service out here, so I can't use Onyx. I haven't bumped any deer, which is a good sign, or a bad sign. This draw goes all the way up, and I think that ends up going up to a field, if I remember right. Let me look. It eventually comes up to a, try not to give you guys any information, but we're here. The draw goes up to a nice big flat. We're headed for up here. Once we get up here, we'll kind of push up into here and see what's going on. But that's the plan. That's what we're aiming for. So, like with me, I don't use a lot. I haven't used a trail camera at all this year. I basically do the old school method. Look at a topo map, and with my knowledge of deer, you just find areas you think are gonna hold hold animals and get boots on the ground and try to go in very minimally invasive if you can. That's what I'm doing. I wait till it rained and it was quiet in the woods, so there's someone get up in here. But I'm gonna hump it up this hill and I'll show you guys what the flat looks like up top. So traveled up that ridge. Didn't see anything up here I liked. This was one of the areas that my cousin and I talked about. But I'm gonna shoot straight west. I'm gonna go down another ridge. I'm gonna go down this slope through the valley, back up another slope up to another ridge top to my west. So we're gonna go over there and see what's going on. There's a lot of undergrowth here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but look. All of these little yellow plants is all undergrowth. There's a lot of it up in here. That may or may not make it difficult. You could have a deer slip by at 30 yards and not even know it, especially if it's wet. It's all this undergrowth. Like if you're looking one way and a deer slips by you. I'm gonna push through and we're gonna see what's on that western ridge. I found somebody's tree stand. I wonder how long this has been up here for. That is a conduit. Some big old screws put through it. You got some muddy, two muddy stick. Then that stick, and then the tree stand. Looks like it's been here quite a while. Yeah, that's a no-no on public ground. Like, look at this. This stand has been here for quite some time. Interesting. Huh. Oh yeah, that seat's destroyed. So somebody else has been up in here. Well, doesn't surprise me, it's public land, but I was expecting to find at least one, and I did. So I moved down the ridge from that, or I moved down the slope from that tree stand. There's a big old drainage ditch in this valley. Bet you when it rains a bunch, I bet you this is full of water, but it's a bunch of brush and stuff up this way, going up into this Bigfoot's trying to call me. But this seems like it'd be a really, really good bedding area up in here. And as you get up towards the top, I wonder if there's any trails that kind of cut around the top of this, because this would be the top of that of the valley. Like before you start climbing up to the peak, or to the top of the ridge at the top, because it kind of circles around the top. I wonder if hunting this would produce, because I see a tree over there that I could get myself and the cameraman in. There's plenty of trees that I can hunt by myself, but if I bring a buddy up, I'm gonna need to find a tree or two that both of us can sit in, because I like to have some sort of communication with my cameraman. What we're gonna do, yeah, look, it's a little bit disturbed coming up. I bet you they travel up this and then skirt off each way. Bet you any money. Good sign. We're starting to get a good sign. So, made my way up the draw just a little bit, and look what we started to find. This is what we're looking for. Secondary food source. I'm probably gonna throw a couple of these in my pocket so I can tell what kind of oak tree it is. Nice. Good sign. So we're gonna keep heading up this, and hopefully we can find some more good sign, some more deer sign at least, because I'm starting to find the food. I know where the cover is, and I know where the water is. And I just need to figure out where they're traveling. That's the last piece of the puzzle. But we're doing good so far. So I just got above where the acorns are. I saw a deer take off up that way. So I bet you on the other side of this, they were bedding down there. I only saw one of them, but they kind of took off up this way. This is the first deer I've seen so far. I try to move up, see if there are any more, or if I can get eyes on them deer. Look like a doe though. Start sharing my mouth. So I moved up the ridge, and from where I saw that doe run, I went to where she was and basically followed her up the ridge, and I bumped a small 6-point look-like. I saw a little bit of bone up top, not a lot, but he was bedded somewhere over here and went running that way. So that's 2 deer in this area, and found a couple good trees that'll work for me and a camera guy. But I want to find something where I can get just a tad bit more height. Like these will work perfectly, especially for the top of this ridge and like blasting over this side. But I think there's like a 120, 130 buck that was in here. I think he's bedding on that side of the ridge in that gully. So I don't know if I want to get more eyes on that side or on this side. But it seemed like the deer are wanting to hang around here. What's that? Nothing. We're going to keep going up this ridge and we're going to see if we can't find any scrapes or rubs. I haven't found any, which is weird. Once we get back down to the field, I might check the field a little bit. I would be expecting to see some rubs at least up in here. We haven't found any yet. So, made to the top of this ridge, and it is a nice flat ridge. So it came from that way. And this tree looks pretty tasty to get up in. I'd be able to get, because I like hunting from about 6. I prefer hunting 6 to 8 feet out of the apex stands. That's where I prefer to hunt. I just like to have just a little bit of elevation so I can see out in glass. And I don't know about you guys, but when I first hunt an area, I really like to hunt the nice open areas so I can get eyes on. And then as I figure out where the deer like to be, I'm pretty sure I just touched like poison oak or something. But what was I saying? Oh, I basically like to sit in a more open area, get eyes on, even though I don't shoot anything, and then slowly like close in. I know that it means to spend quite a few times in the woods, but as long as I play the wind right, scent control, stuff like that, I should be fine. But I think I'm gonna throw a mark up on this or mark this tree on Onyx, because this will allow me to get myself and a buddy up in the tree, or even that one there. That would be pretty good too. Might do that one instead. I wish I could find a nice big oak tree. The only thing I'm not really seeing up here is acorns though. It's the only thing I'm not seeing. Unlike that that downside over yonder. I push up a little bit. I'm gonna mark that tree, and that might be where I sit first up here. There's a field right here, probably 60-70 yards off at the top of this ridge. Might actually end up pushing out there, see if there's a scrape line. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna push up the ridge up to the top. I'm gonna see what's going on in that field up there. I wasn't expecting this. It's an access road. I want to be right back in there. What the hell? I'm gonna follow that access road down and see where it goes. I might actually dump down to those fields below us. I might not have to come up through the woods at all. Might just have to follow that path up. Yeah, because it's just like a big green field. Take a peek. See what's going on. So, I think I got the area I'm gonna hunt. I called my cousin and talked to him a little bit. The one who kind of gave me a general area to go check out. So a shout out to you. You're the real one. Got my little marquees. Marked the street with north-south. Then I marked it with east-west. So I could figure my way in and out of here. I think we're gonna end up hunting this top maybe tomorrow morning. But I'm gonna shoot over to the access road. I'm gonna go down it. I'm gonna cut through the fields and get out of here. But tomorrow is gonna tell us whether we did good scouting or we did shitty. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna start my long trek back. It ought to be fun. But I'm gonna get out of here. And if you guys like this video, hit that like button. If you guys learned something, or you guys like the way I scout, hit the like button. If you guys want to keep up with 11 Bravo or 11 Bow Hunter and everything I do, make sure that's a button. I truly appreciate it. And as always, guys, hunt smart, hunt safe, and I'll see y'all out in the woods.